All right, this is one of my absolute favorites. If you need to be working the quads, minimizing some stiffness and trigger points that's creating some pain in the knee and the front of the leg, is using the kettlebell. Now obviously, you can use a lighter one or a heavier one, whatever allows you to get the correct stimulus. But what you're gonna do, start right down by the knee. Now what I like about kettlebell is that the bottom surfaces are usually flat, which means you've got a broad kind of surface area pressing down. So it allows you to kind of ease into the flow here where you can just kind of work it around, find some stiff stuff, contract, relax. But if you need to get a little more stimulus, you can roll it onto one of these edges, right? You can see that edge right there, and it'll just cut into the tissue a little bit more. And then you contract, relax, contract, relax, and then you can just start working it up the quads. I got some real good stiffness from some workout yesterday. Contract, relax. You can bias this towards the inside of the quad, okay, so you can start to catch some of the medial stuff. You can bias it towards the outside of the quad and start to catch some of the lateral, okay? So creativity is kind of the limit on how you want to inject some pressure into the quad, but ultimately we can start here. It's very low key on the rest of the body, which reminds me, you need to do this leaned up against something like you see I've got here. If you're holding your own body up here, the quads are helping you do that. It's going to be really hard to keep them soft and relaxed and really cut through some of the stiffness. So you're going to work your way all the way up the quad. What you're going to notice though is that once you start getting up here with any tool, it's really hard to create good pressure in the very highest portions of the quad. This is where the kettlebell really shines, because you can flip that thing over, and now we've got a very direct pressure with the handle that's a very small surface area versus this broad surface area. We can bias inner, middle, or outer, but the goal here is that we can wedge it right into that pocket, that soft pocket, and contract. And you can see it's still pressing that kettlebell up and out, which means you're on the quads, right? So you can take your contract, ease in and relax. Contract, explore the inner side, that's gnarly. Okay, take some contract and relax. Explore the outer side, that's gnarly. Take some contract and relax. I can tell I need some extra work there. But using the kettlebell is one of my favorite ways because it's easy on the rest of your body. That's great for like after a workout. But if you've got pain before you lift, do it before. But this is a great way because you can control the pressure really easily, either through the type of weight you get, the surface area that you choose to use to work into there, and really it just allows you to be a little more creative and nuanced in what you're working and how you're working it to resolve some of the stiffness and trigger points for the front of the leg.